we get a culture in place, and you're just a person in it, and everybody's responsible for it. It's like even with connection, we're not the only ones responsible for being deeply connected to our kids. They're responsible for it too. And we communicate this, we cast vision for it, we coach them how to do it.
Hello, everyone. We are Greg and Jacquie Francis, and welcome to High Performance Parenting, where our passionate goal is to encourage you to raise champion children in a crazy world. Every week, we will bring you multiple episodes from our extensive experience of raising our six happy, healthy, successful, godly kids who are confidently equipped to win big in life.
We deeply believe that any parent who is provided with the right knowledge and continuous support can raise amazing kids. And when they do, all of our futures get better. If raising up future generations of absolute champions matters to you as much as it does to us, here's how you can contribute. Like and share this podcast with everyone you know. And together, let's embrace this journey of raising champion kids in a crazy world.
Okay, we're back. Going to wrap up about goal setting. And in the last one, Greg kind of went over some different ones that we had for the family. Do you have any more? And I can't remember.
Well, I think I got most of them down here. We do have, one of the things that we do is we also, with what our goals are. Remember, we have a actual result we want, but then we put in what we have to do that we can control in order to put ourselves in position to get the result. That's our action items. And then we are keeping track of them with accountability. If you guys are on YouTube, you can kind of see our sheets here with all of our little check marks, and they're on the back of our pantry door that everybody sees every single day.
Yeah, like as you can tell, it's nothing fancy.
No.
Like we didn't overcomplicate it, but we made it where everybody could see it. And it's not just hidden in Greg's computer or my computer or, in a folder that we only bring out every 6 months. Mm-hmm. It's literally like we open our pantry door, which I don't know about you guys, but ours gets opened up. It's the door opened up the most in our whole home. It feels like the pantry door in the fridge. And it's right there so everybody can see what's going on and can enjoy us hitting our goals.
Yeah. And so like right here, it's written out. So family sports goals, okay? And it's like Bella be a JV basketball starter in 2025-2026 season. Check, right? She's actually got that one done. Another one is for her to make varsity tennis, which they're out there working almost every day right now.
I think they're going out today.
And then another one is varsity golf. And so anyway, so they have these on here, and it just feels good to have that check mark happening. We have the finance/education goals. Abby this year, she wants to be able to earn at least $2,000 on her own, which she's working towards. Same with Bella. Chrissy's goal is to actually earn at least $10,000 because she has a couple of endeavors that she can do that with right now. Drew wants to earn $1,000. Ellie earn $1,000. Hunter's going to earn $100, and she's doing all kinds of unique things, to earn money right now.
She's very creative.
She is creative, and she's probably She's probably at 15 or 20 bucks already.
I would say
We're in January, so she started
in December.
She's tracking. But it's fun because with all these goals, you also have to have a reward, and so like Abby's reward is a Tory Burch crossbody purse. Mm-hmm. You got to reward yourself. It's so important. I remember learning this from actually somebody in a goal setting session that it really impacted me because I think a lot of times, even when you and I hit a new business goal or income goal or something, and let's say you have a little bit of debt or you have whatever, you can just be like, well, if I'm going to be responsible, I'm not going to go buy myself something. I'm going to put it towards the responsible thing. And this guy taught me, he said, that's one way to train your subconscious that every time you hit a goal, there's never a reward. So why keep hitting goals? And I was like, wow, I never even thought about that. So we always have him. Bella wants to be able to spend $1,500 on high-end shopping. I love it. She wants to spend almost all the money she's going to earn this year.
That's so cute. That's Bella.
Yeah.
Why not though? Go for it.
Chris, she wants to spend $2,000 in high-end shopping, at the end of the year, which basically means we're probably going to take a road trip down to Vegas, and there's world-class shopping there. So we'll take them through and we'll let them pick out their stuff. And watching them buy stuff with money that they worked hard to earn it's so special.
It's so rewarding.
It is so cool. Drew's, he wants to be able to actually get fitted golf clubs.
Yeah,
like golf clubs that actually fit him. Although I don't know if he wants to do it before he stops growing because he grows like 4 inches every quarter right now.
We were just like on a side note. So Greg was hugging Drew's, what was this, like a week or so ago. And Drew's hadn't got his hair cut yet. Yeah. And they were the same height because
she had like 4 inches straight up on it.
But 4 more inches. And
oh, he's close.
Okay, I'm already looking up at my son.
It's getting a little awkward. Like, I mean, awkward
Yes.
for me because I'm used to having this little boy with his face in my chest, and now it's like his cheek is on my cheek. You know, I'm like, what's
and they're
happening?
just like hugging. I'm like, they're like the same height.
Yeah, it's crazy. Ellie, because she's a quality time person, she wants to get herself a new ruby ring and she wants an overnight date with dad, right? Because she likes that quality time. Hunter, she wants to go to Shields, right? There's a big Ferris wheel inside of Shields. If you guys don't know what Shields is, it's kind of like a
outdoor.
It's like a massive. It has everything sports, everything outdoor, like everything from guns to hunting stuff to every sport thing you can do.
Anything you can think of.
It's like its own mall of just the coolest stuff out there. It's one of the greatest stores on the planet, to be honest with you.
It has a humongous Ferris wheel.
In the middle of the store.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you'd think they go super fast. No, it's just a Ferris wheel that kind of goes around, but she really...
Yeah, and she wants to do shopping with the family. And so these are some really good ones here. And then... I think we mentioned most of these, but you can just see it's our family goals. Mom and Dad go on 3 2-night stays. We've already done one. Mom and Dad go on 12 meal dates. We did the one with I took you out to the candlelight.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
What do you call it? Concert.
Yeah,
and we had a meal, which is great. And yep, I've done one date with a kid. You've done 4 out of the 6 already. Overachiever, making me look a little bad. I'm pacing myself, just so you know.
I think it's great.
No. We've already had 5 of our 2014 meetings. We got to catch up on these family game nights because there's 10 of them. And
we haven't hit one yet? Okay.
We haven't hit one.
Well, and it's funny because the kid said no screen time. I think they really mean for you and me.
That is what they mean.
Yeah. It's like it dawned on me. I was like, oh, that means that Greg and I need to put our phone away because by default, and what's interesting is as you are overusing your phone more and more, like it becomes like this, like, bad habit that you're like checking stuff that you don't even need to be checking.
Yeah.
And so
5 sporting events. We've already done the Boise State.
Greg's checking stuff off
girls.
as we go here. He's like, hold on.
Check. 1, 2. And I guess that's our stuff. So anyways, I mean, I know we've been talking about goals a lot. I think probably if you're listening and if we can have any influence on you at all, I think you're getting the point that we think this is a really big deal. And it'll change your life. It really will. And I think our family will have goals like this every year. And, I wish I would have probably kept some of these sheets and these documents over the years because it would be pretty cool to review and see how much positive momentum we create year after year in our family, and it adds up. And then next thing you know, people are telling us, man, your kids they're so organized, man. They're always, advancing in things, man. They're so well versed in people skills. I'm like, well, I remember we had a big people skill goal year, you know what I mean? Or whatever. And it just like, it keeps layering. And for all of us parents out there, there's nothing better than seeing your kids become confident. There's nothing better than seeing them grow in life skills that will give them an advantage in a challenging world, that they will have to navigate primarily on their own with us on the sidelines in the future. And so I'm proud of us for taking practical things. This has kind of been the mode of our life, I feel. We have been doing entrepreneurial endeavors for a long time now, and most of them have the way for us to increase is us increasing in leadership and learning processes and systems for increase. And we've done a really good job, I think, of taking that information, that knowledge, and not just applying it to making money, but apply it into how to have success in our household. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I would even say on a different note, applying it, period. Sometimes people just hear things and they never apply it. And I gotta tell you, we're in a world today where you can listen to good stuff all day long, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a book, whether it's, going to a seminar, like seeing a YouTube, whatever the stuff. And, some people get so overwhelmed with just educating themselves that they never apply the stuff. And I don't know how you actually move forward then. I mean, you got all this good information in you, but you're not doing anything with it. So I hope as you're listening to this, you understand, again, the point is just get started.
Yeah.
Just get into it. Just have fun with it. You know what I mean? I mean, you can tell, even some of our goals, they're nothing huge, some of them. I mean, like some of them are very simple. And
they are. They're simple, but at the same time, as I'm reviewing them, I'm like, oh, I got to kind of pick up my game here, you know, because
Yeah.
it keeps you on track. It keeps you moving in a direction that you thought was going to be a good idea, but then life starts happening.
Well, yeah, if not, Greg's on, the last week going to be taking 6 dates out every day. Going to have to take off some time from stuff, and you're going to go on 6 dates and overnights.
You're at 10 a.m. You're at 1 p.m. You're at 4
You're
p.m.
the sleepover one, like,
Totally.
Yeah, I just think it's a neat thing. And again, for us, one of the reasons, we set up our goals the way they are is because the end result is connection. The end result is closer together. The end result are memories together, and making sure that we're actually doing that on a regular basis versus feeling like we'll throw it all in 1 week on a vacation and then not do it the other weeks of the year, right? Because we've all done that, right? We've all been like, oh, but we did this one thing. It counts for the whole year. And I was just talking with Greg, too, as we were kind of going over this. And I think one of the important things, and we'll talk more about it next podcast, is really understanding what you're trying to accomplish when it does come to connection.
Yeah.
Because if you're a family out there right now, I know for a fact you want to be connected to your family. You know what I mean? I don't think any of us start off getting married and being like, I hope, by the end of our marriage together, we're less connected and we don't like each other. I think everybody's dream is when they say I do, that they want to be connected forever. But it does take actions to do that every day, not just once in a while. Or I think when people decide to have children, their goal isn't just to kick them out at 18 and never be connected to them. I think what they do is, life starts happening and they don't know how to do it anymore. And then they get to a point where they're just like, well, I'm going to let them go do their own thing because I don't know what to do with them anymore, And I think on our next one, we're really going to go over some of the importance of what it looks like to be connected, how to protect that connection. Some of it is in words. Greg had mentioned, I think in last podcast or the one before, is how important our words are when we argue or something like that, and not just arguing, but every day, how important our actions are towards each other, you know what I mean? Every day, or how to respect each other or our kids every day. And it can sound exhausting. Mm-hmm. It really can.
Yeah.
But when you get in the right mindset of it, you're actually excited about it.
So good though, it's like
we sound like frogs here.
Frogs in our throats.
I know, it just sounds so
got a
silly.
Frog in my throat. Remember that commercial when we were little? Anyways, but
okay, back.
Yeah, amazing how
Squirrel.
things like stick in your head. But again, like it's so interesting because what we're talking about, and obviously we're gonna get into some details, but we're talking about creating a culture of connection.
Yeah.
Right. And I was talking to a coaching client yesterday who is expanding his business by leaps and bounds. He wants another 25% overall increase, which is multi-millions of dollars of business. But he's like, but I'm going to need to lean on you a little bit because I'm getting the point where I'm growing a staff and I'm into departments now, and there's more people to manage, and there's more that could go wrong with that. And I don't know if I feel fully equipped for this. And the first thing my brain goes to is like, well, we have to first define, but develop what your culture of, what your standards of culture is going to be within your company. And then we're going to have to find people that fit into that culture and they embrace it and they champion it. So that way you don't have to be the one setting it all the time.
Right.
We get a culture in place and you're just a person in it and everybody's responsible for it. It's like even with connection, we're not the only ones responsible for being deeply connected to our kids. They're responsible for it too. And we communicate this, we cast vision for it, we coach them how to do it. I remember having a conversation with Bella one time, and she tends to be the one that kind of wants to be pursued more, I would say, just naturally, kind of her personality. And I just told her one time, I said, Bella, listen, I learned this a long time ago that typically the quality of relationship between a parent and a child is the child's responsibility. If you pursue the parents, then you will be blown away at how much connection you will have. I said, we will pursue you too, but I need you to just realize that we're also have 5 other kids. We also have multiple businesses. We have a lot of things, and I don't know necessarily what's going on with you. And so I need you to pursue a little bit. And she ever since has. And she doesn't, instead of just sitting on the sideline and wondering if, how come me and dad are more connected? Like she tries to create connection, and it's such a blessing. It's such a cool thing. And, because of that, we have a great relationship. But anyways,
yeah, that's good.
We could go down this topic.
Yeah, I think we'll do it on the next one. But here's the goals for 2026 and 2027 or wherever you're starting with this whole thing. And, re-listen to this, halfway during the year, just to keep yourself on track and know that we're working on ours while you're working on yours.
Get your sheet together, put it somewhere you can find it. Have your littles actually keep you accountable, because there's a lot of accountability, from kids looking over your sheet every single day.
Kind of your shoulder.
So anyways, but this is great.
Yep.
I'm glad we did this, and hopefully y'all enjoyed it.
Yep.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening and thanks for your love and support. We hope that today's episode added tremendous value to you and your family. It would mean so much to us if you would partner with us on our mission of helping parents around the globe raise champion children in this crazy world.
To do so, simply take a moment to like and share this podcast with everyone in your network. See you next time.